start today's class. And yesterday we have learned how to create this topo surface and create this building pad. We also have learned about placing all the grids and placing all these uh, levels. Okay, so I suggest you guys that work with that template file. All right. So with that template file, you will create a architectural project, and with that template file, you will create a structural file and MEP file. Okay. So with this template, start creating your project. Okay, as a practice project. Create with that project template file, and now let me insert the CAD file. So I'll choose this link CAD, and I have this. All right. So where it will be placed. So let's place from the uh, ground floor. Okay, let's place it from the ground floor. So this was created. Just a second. Let cancel. Let me delete all these grids. The grids. So this way you can select all together and then delete it. Now here let me insert that file. So go for insert link add and choose that right file. So here I have, and it will be oriented to the view. What will be the unit? So that you would define as millimeter. And now let's go with this auto origin to origin. And now let's go for open. And so here it is. Okay. Now I should unpin it, because if it is pinned, so that means in this position it is locked. So if I need to move or any transformation, rotate or scale I need to do, so for that I need to unpin it. And this is the symbol for unpin. And after that only you can move it. Okay, so here let me move it. And after that, as for the building pad, you need to align this plan. Okay, so for that, either you can go to this modify, and there you have this align tool, or else you can go for that AL shortcut. There you can see that it's the shortcut for align. You can change this shortcut, go with the keyboard shortcuts KS, and there find out align, this one, select it, and AL is the assigned shortcuts right now. So you can go for remove, or else you can add another. Let me add, sorry, AA. Okay, so this is going to be the shortcut. So that, okay, so AA is already there. All right, so you can go with the A only. So if you press A, align will be activated. All right, so here it is shown align, or else you can go with the shortcut. Okay, so first you will choose this line with which you will be aligning it. So after that, select this, and this is aligned. And now you need to align with this side. So select this line first and then select this. Okay, this is aligned. And this boundary is not properly created. So you don't have to worry about that. So we just need to properly align. All right, so that's fine. And now we can start working on our project. Okay. In the next class, we will learn also about the direction, how to fix these directions. Like this way, uh, working working on this project, it will be really difficult, right? So later we will know how to change the orientation, that it will direct to that uh, project direction always. And when you will be working, so you will you will see as like parallel and vertical. Okay, so you will you can place your project parallelly and vertically also. So we will know it later. Now let me go for this wall option. Okay, so here we can place our walls without this grid also we can place our walls. So if you have that CAD plan, so here you will find out this center lines. So it will show you the center line. So with the CAD plan, you can start working with, but we need our grids, right? So we need to place our grids. So go for the grids and let's start placing from here. Okay, if it is not snapping, just press the shortcut SE. All right. So you need to specify the grid points, and here you can go with SM, the midpoint. All right, or else if you know the distance, so you can just copy paste. You can do the copy paste, and like that you need to place all the grids. Okay, so let me quickly go for the wall. Now let's go for the height. And what will be the height? So up to plinth level we will place, and after that again we will create our walls. Now let me place from this point, and that is the center line for our wall, and that is defined here, wall center line. Suppose if you are choosing finish face exterior, so this is the finish face and this is the exterior side. So from that point if you want to place, so that will be placed. And if you are not getting the orientation properly, so just place the space bar, and here you will get like this. But here you see that the wall thickness is not proper. So I need a proper wall thickness. So for that, let's go with like 2 to 5, or else you can just check what is the distance here. 250 is the distance. So if I have any 250 this, okay, so that is not available here. So let me go with this generic. Okay, so this is the generic wall, and you can click on that edit type. You click duplicate as because this is a system family, and this way we can create another type. So let's name it WE wall exterior, or EW also exterior wall dash 250 mm. That is the thickness. So let's click on OK, and then go for the structure edit, and here let's apply the thickness. And about all this we will go in deep. So now let's go for this basic, and this way just space bar. Okay, so this is going to be the center line. All right, this is going to be the wall center line, not the core center line. So also I will tell you about the core center line and all. Let me choose that exterior. What's wrong? It's not matching. Just a second, let me check again. Thickness, that is 250, right? And wall, that is also 250. So what's wrong? Okay, so here I have provided wrong. Okay, so make sure that you are providing the right value. Now let me go with this finished face exterior. Here it is placed, and here I think a column is placed, right? Now just press escape once and then continue it from here. We'll stretch it here. Okay, so now let's continue it from here. And now let me go with this wall center line. SE, that is the shortcut for snap endpoint. SE, find out the snap endpoint. What's wrong with that? Okay, let me go with that finished face exterior. All right. Escape. From here we can connect. Escape, and then from here let's create it. And as because we are creating for the plinth level, so this one will be there. Now for this, let me press escape, and this one has the thickness like 125 mm. So let me find out 125 mm if it is there. So no, it is not there. So let me choose this one or this one. Let's go for the edit type. Click on the duplicate, and that is going to be the wall interior. So you can go with WI and then 125 mm. Click on OK. Go for this edit, then define the thickness. Click on OK. OK. WA is the shortcut. Let's start with that finished face exterior. All right. Escape. Choose it. Escape. Escape, and then again start. Okay. So these are the columns, right? So we need to place, sorry, SE. Create similar. Then we can start the similar object. Can start creating similar object. Press escape, and then place it till here. Okay, and now I need to move it. So I'll select it, and with this drag endpoint, I'll place it here. Okay, so this way we have placed this, and again go for create similar. Let's place these, and here we will continue. Okay, we will continue, and when we will place the door, it will create that cavity. Okay, it will cut that volume. So don't need to leave space. And from here, let's create up to this. Let's create till this. Okay. And then let's go for this start and radius where it's the end. I hope here it is the end. And then you can go for, sorry, not that. Let's escape. This is going to be the end, I think, or here. Here it is the end, and then click on the midpoint. Then go and choose this line option, and then place it here. Okay, escape. Then continue from here. SE, escape. Now let me continue from here. And if it is not properly oriented, so you can choose space bar to orient it, or you can press escape and then again you can start placing. Okay, so it will be placed till here. So what do you do? Press escape twice and then the drag end point, drag it till here, and then go for the create similar. So let's start placing from here till here. Press escape. And this is a open kitchen. This is an open kitchen. And what is the area? This is study area. Okay, so from here we will place. And here we have the room. So for that, let's choose that wall exterior. And it will be placed till here. Go with the SE. Okay, so this way it is placed. And we will be combining our structural model. Okay, so let me show you that this is placed. Okay, so when you will combine your structural model with these stairs, you will find out that these are going properly. Okay, so you don't have to worry for that. All right, and here also it will not be continued. Okay, it will not be continued. It will be like this. It will not be continued. For that, what you can do, you can split it. You can split this element like from here, and here also you can split this element like this to this. You can split it, or else just at one point you can split. So here is the option split. So you just go for this split here. Okay, so that is done here also. So now let me just drag this point till here. Okay, this is go for this endpoint. Just find out the SE, that is the endpoint, and for also. And here also we need to split. So go for that split and enter. Okay. So if you need to split in at one point, so just specify that point and then go for enter. And if you need to split in 2 points, so define another point. The endpoint. Yeah. All right. So these are placed right now till the plinth level. After the plinth level, you need to place your floor. Okay, so before going to the floor option, let me describe all the all the wall types. Okay, so we have generic wall that comes under the basic category. So we have three main category of wall, and that is basic wall, curtain wall, and another is stacked wall. Okay, basic wall has two type of wall. One is generic, another is compound wall. Here you see that these are CW, these are compound wall. So we have some uh, default compound wall and we have some generic wall. These are generic wall. Okay. So how you can know, not by the name only. So when you have a single layer of your wall, single layer in a wall, that is a generic wall. Okay. And when you have two or more than two layers and the layers are placed horizontally, those walls are called compound wall. So what are the layers? Layers are like your structure layers, membrane layer, thermal layer, this kind of layers. When you add in a wall, those walls are called compound wall. So we have compound wall and generic wall within the basic wall type. And we have stacked wall. Okay, we have stacked wall. So stacked wall is like two or more subwalls are placed vertically or stacked on top of each other. When you have subwalls stacked on top of each other at various height, those walls are called stacked wall. Fine. So you can go with the stacked wall also for right now. Let me show you the stacked wall, and here I will create some stacked wall over there. Okay. So for that, I need to create some sub walls, right? So let me create, go for the WA shortcut. And here we have some foundation walls. We have some foundation. Where are those? Okay, those are not available. Okay, here. So we have some foundation wall already created. So we can choose that, and with that we can start duplicating and creating our own. Uh, let's go for this duplicate, and let's go for like 600 mm. Click on OK. All right, and go for the edit, and here define the thickness 600. Click on OK, and I need another that will be 900. Click on OK, and let's go for edit, and here define 900 and click on OK. All right, that is created, and I need another generic wall or a compound wall. So let's go with the generic wall. So I'll choose that brick. Okay, so I'll go with this generic 90 mm brick, and I will go with the duplicate. So here I'll choose 450 mm brick. All right. So let's click on OK, and let me change the. So here you can see that only one layer is there. So that is the generic wall, and this is the structural layer. So here let me go with the 450 mm. Click on OK. Here you can see this is the 450 mm. And here you can change the function. So exterior or interior, what will be the function, or is this for foundation? So you can apply foundation. So here for this foundation 600, go to edit type, and here you can see that the function is already set to foundation. All right. So now let me start placing from the foundation level. Okay, so at the foundation level also I need to place this or see the CAD plan, right? So let me go to the foundation level. Already. Okay, so I haven't selected that while inserting, I haven't selected that to current view. So this is visible in this foundation level also. So let's start placing over there. All right. So let me go with the wall option. And here I have one stacked wall. Okay. I have one stacked wall and I will duplicate this and I will create my own. Okay. So before that, let me show you this stacked wall. So within this stacked wall, we have two different sub walls. Here you can see, and let me show you in the preview. So this is one wall, one sub wall, and this is another sub wall. So the bottom one has the fixed height 900 mm. The height is 900 mm, and the top one has the height variable. Okay. So that top wall can be placed at different height. So similar like that, we will create. So let's go with the duplicate, and here let's create interior foundation wall. All right, let's click on OK and let's go for edit. And here I will choose that the variable one will be this generic 450 mm brick. And for this, okay. And here you can see that the offset is from core center line. I'm going to describe that. And let me change this to foundation 600 mm. And now let me insert another. Okay, so this way you can add another subwall. Click on this insert and where it will be placed, select it and it will go up or down, go for down. And now let me change it to 900 mm. Okay, so this is the 900 mm thickness. What will be the height now? All right, so for this, let me give height 450 mm, and for this let me give height 600. All right, so that is placed and that is created. Now we have this offset, and the offset will be calculated from the core center line. All right, so every wall has its core. So the core is that structural layer. All right. So for these sub walls, these are actually generic walls. So for this, we have one common core, right? And that is the wall center line right now, as because we don't have more layers. Only one single layer is there, and that is placed uh, at the center of our wall. So right now the core center line and the wall center line is same. So you can either choose wall center line or core center line. And here we have this finish face exterior. So if you are applying this finish face, so then from that finish layer or finish interior layer, finish exterior layer, your offset will be calculated. So now let me show you this offset. 50, and here you can see that it's shifted 50 in the positive direction from the center. So you can add more like 150, and if it is needed, so you can place like this also. All right, so this way you can create. Now I don't need any offset, right? And let's click on OK. That is created. Now click on OK. All right, it is fine. And height is there, and how much height will be there. So till the plinth level. All right. So from the foundation to plinth level, and where it will be placed. So we need to place it here. Okay, so let's go for it. The finish face exterior. So let's go to wall center line. SE. Okay. Now let me just show you about this. Go for 3D, and there you can see this one is there. All right. So here we need to place it properly. We need to place it properly. So go for align, select it, and select this face. This is aligned. Right. So now just you can remove this position. You can go with the wireframe and you can check. So this is what was the thickness for that column. So let's go to the foundation level. Let me check. Okay, 350 was, so that I can change to 350, but where the 450 is there, so I will go with that 450. I think here we have 450. Yeah, so here we have 450. So we have some 450. All right. So let me place, go for the wall, and I will choose that stacked wall. Okay. So now let's go with the finish face exterior. Let me place it over there. Sorry. Yeah. Here that is placed. Right. Let me just move it from here. Okay. And now let me align, go for AL. Take this surface and align it. Okay. And you can check that is properly placed. I think that is 450 by 350 is there, I think. Let me check it. Okay, so go with wireframe. Yeah, 450 by 350 is there. Okay, so for that we need to place some column. Okay, so this is like 450 is the thickness. So here we can go with let me go to that foundation level here. Like this, you can short it. So this will be really difficult for so right now just I'm providing for this columns so that we can really understand okay how it will look like. So that I'm going to create with this stacked wall, so let me just place it over there. And now let's start placing all these columns over there. So go with the copy option here. SE, and let's go for the multiple so that we can place multiple copies. SE. Okay, let's place and we will change it later. Now let me just place it. SE, we'll do some rotate and adjustment. We will make it SE. SE. Here also SE. SE. Is placed already here. Let me go for SE. It's placed. So these are placed. Now let me go for here. SE. E. And here let me go with SE. Okay, everything is placed here also. Let's go with that. Okay, now we will for here, let me go with split. So SL is the shortcut for split. And then after this, enter. And these are split right now. So choose and drag this point. Yes, E will be the point. And here also to this. Okay. Now we will rotate it. Go for this rotate option. Okay, and it will snap 90 degree. You see that it's snapping 90 degree exactly. All right, it is rotated, and now we can go for align AL option and to this face to this face to this face to this face. Okay, and next we can go to the 3D, and this way we can make some adjustment. All right, so this will take some time. Now just let me show you that. So it will show like this when you add some you will add some columns over there, the structural components. So it will look like this. And then you need to place your floor over there. Okay, after this, you will be placing all the floors. All right. So now let me just delete all this. This is not the proper one. Select all instances in entire project. Let me just delete it. So this way we can also place some stacked walls if it is needed. Suppose if you are applying any design also, for that also you can apply stacked wall. Okay, so in later in our project we will apply some stacked wall. Now let me show you that you can go with this architectural column also. Go with the architectural column. So here you can create that 350 by 450 column also. So you can apply that. Click on here. Go for this 350 by mm. Click on apply. Okay, and change and 450. Click on OK, and that you can start placing from the foundation level. We will start placing. So let's go with this. Go for the column architecture 350 by 450. Height till the plinth level. Here it is placed, and we can change the orientation. All right, so for that, go with AL and select, suppose, this side, and then go for this side. Now select this and then this. Now this is aligned. Okay, and we can choose this and then copy, go with CO. Okay, or else select this. You can go with this option also, CO. Then choose this and make sure your multiple is selected. And here constant is there. So constant means the moving direction will be fixed. So in the horizontal and the vertical direction, the moving will be fixed. So I'm not constraining it. So let's quickly go with the SE. Here it is placed. And let's go with SE. Here it is placed. And let's go with this SE. Here it is. Go with SE here. Okay, and for this is changed to 300 by 300, right? This one is changed. And here also I need to place. Okay, so we will change this. I need to change this orientation. And here also I need to change the orientation. So what we can do, we can go with the space bar and we can, okay, sorry, I'm not placing that column. So if I'm placing the column, and then I can go with space bar to change the orientation. Right. We can go the right. So that is placed. And here, let me go with CO, CO, then choose the point. I think this is a different one. P50. And from here, so okay, so it's placed like this way. So let me go for the duplicate option. The duplicate, we will change the rotation. All right, so here I'm also placing and I'll change this. Okay, so how you can change, select it, go for this type selector. This is called the type selector and go for this. And I don't know what is the size right now. Just let me check. So this is 350 by 300. That is, so I need to create another for that 350 by 300. So I can go with this duplicate and here I can go with 350 by 300. Click on OK. And let me go with this. Click on OK. And here it is set. Just need to align it. So we will align it. All right. Okay, now again, we need to change the alignments. So if it is not selecting this side, so we can just go with the tab, select this, and then go for the space bar, and then go for the alignment. Select this and select this. select this and select this. All right. Select this, press the space bar, go for AL shortcut, align it, this way. Okay. Others are already aligned. These are already aligned. And for this, let me just hide this. HH is the shortcut to hide it. And for here, let me change the orientation. Let me check if it is the proper one. I think so. Yeah. All right. So all the columns are placed, and then go for HR to bring back that grid. And that is placed. Go for the realistic. Okay, so these are placed. Just need to change the wall position here. Okay, here I haven't placed it. So let me go for copy, CO. Let me CO, select, and it will select this only. So let me choose this point. Okay. Now let me just align it, and or else select it, space bar, then go for the alignment. Okay. So this face, this face will be aligned, and now for this face, it will be aligned. Okay, so it is aligned right now, and here also. So go for that foundation level. You select it here, it will be still selected. Right, so this is the one which is selected. Go for HH. Let me hide it, and where is the wall? Okay, let me check in 3D. Is placed till here. All right. Okay, so this way we have placed, and then we can go for or so don't worry about these floating walls. So there will be the your beams will be there. Okay. So we will be connecting all the beams. So don't worry about that. And let's place door over there. Okay. For that, go to this architecture tab, and here we have this floor option. Okay, so that will be placed on the ground floor level. Here it will be placed. And now let's go for this floor architecture, and then we can choose the pick wall option, or else we can go with this draw line. And these pick wall options are very easy. Just pick your walls, and as for that, it will be selected. So right now we don't have this continuous wall. So let's choose this. Okay. So let me quickly draw this. Let me draw it from here. All right. And here it should be a closed loop. The boundary should be closed loop. and the first line which is created, that will be the direction for the span. So this is the span direction, and we have the slope arrow also. So we can define the slope arrow. Okay, so that's a bit details. I need to describe all these things. We can go with this slope arrow, and then we can define the slope angle and the height and all. So for this slope arrow and all, I will show you in the next class. We are already covered with the time. So now let's finish it. Okay, so this is created. Now let's go for this. And here you can see that at the ground floor, this is created. All right. So after placement, if you need to change, you can change this from this instance parameter. You can change, it will be placed at foundation level, can be changed to plinth level. So after placing at the right floor also, you can change the placement. Now you can see that it is not placed at the uh, top of your column, right? So let me show you from the elevation. All right. So here you see that the floor is placed from the top surface at the level, right? So you need to place from the bottom surface at the level. So for that, you need to provide the thickness as a base offset, the thickness distance as a base offset. So it will be placed at that height. So you will get that result, like it's placing from that bottom surface at the level like this. Okay. And then you can start creating your uh, superstructure. Okay. So your substructures are ready and you can start creating your superstructure. Now, what you need to do before starting your superstructure, when it is created, what you need to do, you go for that massing and site again. Go to the site. Okay. And here you need to create that topo surface again. All right. So go for this topo surface. Place all these points. We go with this, not out of that point. Let me start from this point. So that would be better. Okay, so it's taking that. Okay, so let's go with that. Let me show you. And this is the topo surface which is created. All right. And that. Let me go to this side again. let me create topo surface. This points, place point. Let me place this point over there. This will be placed like this. And after that, what you can do, you can create. Let me finish it. And here we can do like can split the surface. Okay, so we can go for that. We can split surface, or we can go for this sub region. So sub region will be the part of this, but we can go for this split surface. So let me go to this, and let me choose that topo surface. This is the topo surface. After selecting it, we will define. Let me and then finish. Okay, that is created. And there you can see that is the another surface which is created. All right. That is the another surface which is created, and right now that is selected. And then you can go for delete. Okay. So let me show you placing it at the different height. So that cannot be okay. That cannot be possible. Like it will always be placed at the ground level. Uh, me hide all this so that you can let me hide this floor so that you can see that I have cut this area. Okay, and this way I have provided this topo surface within this area, and this is kind of filled up. Okay, that you should do. All right. So HR to bring back that floor, and now you can start creating your superstructure. All right. So this is all for today. Thank you.